Hello everyone, I hope you watched the introductory video on definition of partnership, and in this video I, Dr. Mariam Narona, will be walking you through the essentials of a partnership. We have already taken a look at the definition of partnership as per the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. And if we consider that one definition, we get all the essential features of partnership, which I have put up on the slide. We know that partnership is an agreement between two or more persons. Let's take it slowly and try and understand. So an agreement is necessary between two or more people in order to form a partnership. Now, as far as an agreement goes, that agreement could be a written agreement preferably, but it's not necessary. It can also be an oral agreement, and that is between two or more partners, two or more people who come together to carry on business and to share profits. Those people are individually referred to as partner and collectively referred to as the partnership firm. So in order to form a valid partnership, you need at least two people, and in case of a banking business, the maximum number of partners allowed is 10, and in other types of partnerships the maximum number allowed is 100 as per the 2018 amendment. Now, business, it is always a partnership is entered into in order to carry out a business. And now by business, we've already taken a look at what we mean by business: any legally acceptable trade, profession or occupation. So professionals like chartered accountants, engineers, interior designers, doctors, all these people, these kinds of professionals may come together and enter into a partnership, and they could together constitute a partnership firm. So anything that is legal, it's not necessary that always it's trading in goods or providing some services. It could be some professional services also. Then sharing of profits, this is a main objective of a business, is earning a profit, and the objective of partnership is also to share the profits that arise out of the business. Now, sometimes you may have partnerships where certain partners refuse to bear losses. So that is permissible, but always there has to be some profit sharing between the partners. Now that ratio, it is ideally it should be defined if or it should be clear in terms of exactly how they're going to share profits in the agreement. This is always better. But if there's no ratio specified, then profits will be shared equally. Now, the principle of mutual agency, which is actually the true test of partnership. So, in a partnership firm, we've already taken a look at in the definition that it is, business which is carried out for sharing of profits, and that business is carried out either by all the partners or some of the partners or any one of the partners on behalf of the others. So that makes a partner an agent of every other partner. So there's a mutual agency. A partner can bind others by his acts. He also binds the firm by his acts. So these are by and large 5 essential features of partnership. I thought we'll quickly discuss a small subtopic. What is the test of partnership? What is the basis on which you can determine whether partnership exists? Now we know there are many essential features, so we may tend to think that two or more people come together, they agree to share profits arising out of a business, and then that is partnership, and that is a test of partnership. That two or more people have come together and they have entered into such an agreement. But the true test of partnership is mutual agency. So it all comes down to this, whether or not a partner can bind a firm by his act. So a partner can be an agent of all other partners, and his acts will bind not only the firm but every other partner. So this is the true test of partnership, mutual agency. Okay, now after taking a look at the essential features of a partnership, let's just talk a little bit about what are the other features of partnership. So partnership basically is a contract, because the basis of a partnership is an agreement, whether or not that is written or oral, whichever form it may be, but the basis of a partnership is an agreement. And so partnership is a contract, and all the essential elements which have been outlined in section 10 of the Indian Contract Act, that is all those things where the parties should be competent, lawful object, lawful consideration, free consent, they must be complied with within a partnership, goes without saying. Then second feature, the firm and the partners are one. There is no concept of separate legal entity as in case of a company form of an organization, where the shareholders, directors, managers, all these are separate from the company. But in a partnership firm, there's no concept of a separate legal entity. The partners are the firm, and the firm is equal to the partners. So the liabilities of the firm are those of the partners. So personal liability arises here, unlimited to an unlimited extent it arises because of this, because of the there's no concept of separate legal entity. So a partner is liable to an unlimited extent. We are not talking about limited liability partnerships here. That is for if the assets of the firm are insufficient to meet the debts incurred by the firm, then partners will be held personally liable. That liability is unlimited. The principle of mutual trust and confidence, since every partner is an agent for the others and can bind others with his acts, there has to be mutual trust and confidence between the partners. So they should be acting honestly and in good faith. Then transfer of interest. A partner cannot transfer his interest in the partnership firm to anyone else without the consent of the remaining partners. This is very important. And also, there cannot be a change in the nature of business carried on by a partnership firm without the consent of others. So these two things cannot happen. Transfer of interest and change in nature of business cannot take place without the consent of other partners. So everybody should consent to it, then only such changes will take place. So these are some other miscellaneous features of partnership apart from the essential features which we have discussed in the second slide. So to sum up, the essential features of a partnership are agreement between two or more persons to carry out a business and to share the profits arising out of that business, and also the principle of mutual agency, whereby partners are agents of each other and can bind each other with their acts. In the next video, we'll be discussing types of partnerships. Do take a look at that, and do hit like and subscribe to the channel if you found the content in this video useful, and don't forget to leave your comments and feedback. Thank you.